rebound goes straight to Ziemi. Billups fades to the corner, pump fakes, drives into the basket, goes up. Red Sea.
Yeah, man. And he can knock it down from anywhere. It's not good enough to just have your hand down. He's money from 35 feet.
Thompson. Billups gets a free lane. Up and under. That was the 6th team foul here after halftime as they just go straight into Billups and he too tall.
Didn't settle for the three, decided to attack and use that length for that unorthodox layup.
Billups down the lane, and Payne clears the way once.
A bit, keep him second guessing.
Billups today, 12 points, 5 boards, 6 assists, a steal and a block. Like I said, kind of figuring out the limits of his game, and that's something where Longwood would love to him.
Hutchinson, 3 to shoot. Ziemi tipped back in on a catch. And
if 2 of 3 go off, they got a pretty good chance of winning.
And Solomon's been one of the guys who has been a surprise, quite frankly, shooting threes. He is 36% this.
Peterson still put it down.
Yeah, made a tough shot. Probably could have got a better one if he'd have been a little more patient. A good job by Ziemi, but tough shot by Peterson.
Thompson, the lob, Billups, and one.
With 24, high point last year. They played the Purdue Boilermakers. Richards straight away, tapped in on a sky.
Fast Billups can be a guy who's consistent on the offensive end. He takes this Longwood team to a whole nother level. Showtime.
Get downhill. Nice slip that time by Aquino. Pass from Housen. Can't get it in there. And here comes Richard back the other way. And the
physical guard loves to shoot the three, but obviously nice drive and steal by Fats. Top.
Hoffmeister thought about the three, the bounce pass. The pocket picked as Billups rises up and throws it home.
Classic because a couple of guys were banged up.
But he's taking advantage of the minutes that he's getting.
And Billups not going to miss a second time.
Player who continues to improve offensively.
Billups takes it away, lines it up for take. He gives Longwood a 2-point lead, and Billups knifes it away up the floor. Hammer! And Billups another takeaway, drives up and lays it in. Staples, Brown. Off the bounce, dribbles in, and Billups touches it away. Down the lane to the basket, flies to the rim, and lays it home. 10 for him. Timeout, Maryland. Sloan. Johnson into the corner. Billups blocks it. And Billups weaves in transition up the floor, all the way to the basket. Payne paves the way. And Billups takes it away the first time. Flies up and lays it home.
Basket, and we're seeing that so far on both ends.
Billups knocks it away. Bernard up ahead to Billups. Hop step in the paint, goes up strong and lays it in. Alphonzo Billups.
Back to Bernard. Patrick. Another one. Picked off by Fats.
Rozier off the bounce. That's a tough shot. Billups grabs the miss for long.
Nice.
Danger sight is popped down.
Ziemi stuck underneath. Passes up top. Picked off by Skinner. One-on-one. Going against Billups. Rejected. That's Billups.
5 different players have scored now for Longwood.
Jones is a guy who's played a lot of college basketball, been a really good veteran addition for Longwood. Impactful play there early, and that may get him going.
J.D. Bowden over to Pierce. Pierce skip pass. Wilson into the corner. King for 3. Blocked by Billups. Saved by Billups. Oh, King! 3 to answer. Billups may have gotten a piece, but to make a run, it starts in the defensive end.
Yeah, you got to sit down and get some stops, and that can give your team confidence on that end, or it can lead to an easy bucket, which we've seen both ways. But let's see if we can put together good defensive possession here.
Shell. Saragba. Inside, Santos. Lost it for a second. Billups blocks his fadeaway.
Can you have 1 or 2 good trips left offensively and be solid on the defensive end?
They can choose some clock as well, up by 5.
Almost a misread there.
Wilson trying to take over late. Jump stop. Missed it short. Might have been affected by Billups.
It was.
Feet and nothing but net.
Yeah, a little step-up screen to a mid-range pop. Joanne Ziemi showing you a lot of elements of his game tonight.
Taylor. Hoffmeister. Good move, couldn't hit it. Rebound tipped around, and Billups recovers it for Longwood.
Great job out. The secondary break of your opponent. And Longwood is taking advantage of that to start this game.
60% of their points have come off turnovers. As Johnson flies in, teardrop a little. Into the corner, King. Pressed by Billups. King with 5 on the shot clock. Step back over Billups. Couldn't hit it. And Jones, a big, strong rebound.
Yeah, Peterson just getting to his spot 2 or 3 feet from the front of the rim. It's pretty much game over if he can get there.
Pick and roll, Payne and Thompson. Skipped over to Bernard to Billups for 3. Shook off the air ball. Drained over the top of Tucker. That's what he can do.
Yeah, so Longwood has shown the tendency to switch 4-5 defensively on the ball screen. So Parrish got Tucker defensively and sized him up. Was able to pull up a deep contested 3. But we've talked about Parrish's ability to shoot the ball.
Billups up the floor quickly and make plays.
That's something Ronnie Thomas in his first season has emphasized. Anybody can bring the ball up. They can move quickly if they need to, push the tempo, push the pace. But now in the half court, Jones knifing over for Billups, launches a long 3-pointer and
in traffic was exemplary. Pivoting, keeping that foot down, not traveling. And then the second effort.
Well, you ask anyone on the Columbia staff, they just love his competitiveness. And Longwood is now mark, and he scored their first 12 points of the game.
All right, it was really impressive for him, especially when he was only averaging, I think, 5 or 6 points at the time. To go out there and get 30 in that game made my job really easy.
Yeah, well,
that's just what the Panthers needed there.
And in a half where,
and that's just what wrong.
Of a basketball game, so credit to the coaching staff. If they saw something they liked, it's created some turnovers and some easy baskets on the other end.
Bernard on the drive, kick out. Jones to Richards. Richards against Skinner. Kick out to Billups. Pump fakes the 3. He hit one of these. Give him 2.
Billups corner 3 buries it, and we've got a.
That one's good.
Nice find there by Hogarth, and if you're Colin Hawkins, if you can get your 3 ball going, that will really help out Gardner Webb. He's only 24% from downtown this year.
Billups with a 3.
Students when he was talking to him, and so he decides to go with the bow tie and thinks he's going to stick with it here in his first season as the head coach of the Longwood Lancers.
That's pretty unique.
Billups working on Andrositis, crosses him over, then drives inside. Nice left-handed.
Side, Bendinger at the foul line, checked by Ziemi, rises up. I think that's a shot Longwood will take as Billups.
Bendinger's a guy that can score from everywhere, but a contested 15-footer you can live with. Expect to see a heavy dose of him. With Ziemi defending, that'll be a fun matchup to watch.
Billups a step back. He's feeling it. It's a 5-alarm fire if you leave someone open from 3. Tough play there. Rebound tipped around, and that's Longwood's first offensive rebound of the game. Coach Nimley said beforehand how important it was going to be to box out and defend well. Hutchinson to inbound. Let's get it into Thompson. Pick and roll with Kalala. Billups to 3. Earlier, Keon, the Big South up and down is a league where anything will happen in tournament play. And I mean anything.
Yeah, don't remind me. Remind me of my junior year when we were one of the top seeds. Then we lose to one of the low seeds in Presbyterian at the buzzer. I still think about that weekly.
And Billups hits the 3 for Longwood in that game. Sidney takes the 3. Payne backs it out to Bernard. A couple of subs for Longwood. Red Thompson also in. As Billups just blows by his defender.
Campus has been quite the development as Gerard O'Keefe makes it 15 made threes. They're 1 away from tying the single game D1 record. As that fadeaway jumper is up.
It's a pretty versatile lineup for JMU. Pretty much everybody with the exception of Christian Brown can get a rebound and start to break their self.
Billups drives in, runner, in and out.
That length, using angles to get near the basket and shoot over the outstretched arms of Tucker.
Billups lob play. Tucker finishes.
Columbia with Blair Thompson. They're averaging over 2 a game as O'Keefe tries to get on the board again. Misfires from three-point land. And there is Fats Billups, who kicks it out to Thompson, and they connect for.
On the offensive end is such a dominant force on the defensive end.
side that was picked to repeat as champs. 5 of the 8 first place votes for the Falcons. NC Wesleyan got 3. Billups. Dumps off inside. Payne with the lay-in. Pick and roll. Billups inside. Nice pass to Tucker.
A shot like that can get you guys going now. Got to play defense.
What a shot from Brandon Cummings with the shot clock expiring.
Basketball is a game of rhythm. Establish yours, disrupt theirs. Excellent flow on that action right there by Pfeiffer.
And Tucker, another.
A shot like that can get you guys going now. Got to play defense.
What a shot from Brandon Cummings with the shot clock expiring.